Today, I will tell you about the 7 rules that I personally live by as a woman who values her time, her energy, and her peace. We have officially stepped into the new year of the horse, which is all about independence, power, momentum, and forward movement. And in this year, it is crucial that you don't settle for less than you deserve, that you do everything that you want to achieve in your life, because this is the year that everything can happen for you. Rule number 1: I don't live at exhaustion, I live at recognition. The moment I recognize a certain pattern, I'm gone. You don't need to wait for people to betray you, to make you feel drained, or to get closure from a certain person. The moment you realize that a person presents you with a certain pattern, you should believe it. Their actions speak their truth. High level of emotional intelligence, recognizing when something no longer aligns with you and taking the action immediately to leave. I used to be the person who stayed up until the last moment, gave people second chances, gave them the benefit of the doubt, up until I realized that the only place it left me at was being emotionally drained, extremely unsatisfied with the people around me. So I don't do that anymore. The moment I realize a pattern, you're out. Number 2, if you don't do anything for me, you don't deserve nothing from me. It's that simple. That doesn't make me cold or arrogant. It simply makes me selective. Why would I overgive my time, my energy, my presence, and doing emotional labor for these people who do not appreciate it? Every person that you interact with, it's a transaction. For example, with a guy on a date, yeah, he might pay for your date, but you give him in return your time and your energy. And that is equivalent as valuable. Same thing when you're hanging out with a friend. If you guys are hanging out, you need to understand the value. What are you getting from this person? Charge you emotionally? Do you get inspired by them? A person doesn't add anything into my life, whether that's emotionally, mentally, or spiritually. They simply do not have any space in my life, and they don't get access to me because my time, my energy is valuable. Energy is a currency. Rule number 3: I see clearly what I want and I communicate my needs. I used to be the person who was afraid to tell, for instance, a guy what I want in terms of presents, gifts. But why would I be afraid to say my needs out loud? If you're meeting someone and you tell him exactly how it is, that already puts all the brokies away. For instance, if you tell a guy that you're used to a luxurious lifestyle, that you want in the future XYZ things, and he is scared of these things, he's not a man. He's a pussy. Like, let's be honest. A real man will never get scared, because even if he knows that he cannot provide it for you now, he will eventually be able to do it because he wants to meet you at the level that you feel comfortable with. End of the day, when you meet a guy in the club, he's not afraid to tell you, "Oh, let's go home." Obviously, it's clear that he doesn't want to play chess at home. It's clear that he wants to smash. And he also has no problem saying his needs out loud. Why are you ashamed, or why do you have a problem to say your needs to him? Whenever he wants sex, he's not afraid to tell it to you. Personally, I say what I want, I say what I expect, and I also say what doesn't work for me. The person in front of me gets a clear picture, and the guy can make up his mind. Can I afford this? Can I not? Or should I go back to someone in a lower league? So honestly, you just get all the benefits from communicating your needs. If somebody leaves your life, the moment you communicate what you want, good. That means that the person simply saved your time. So always mention right at the very beginning what you want and what you expect. The man in front of you will right away respect that. Number 3, I will not simply blindly give the benefit of the doubt to people. Trust that the person has good intentions, but you also need to see whether these actions align with the good intentions that you assume that the person has. I will not blindly explain why a person acted the way they did, will not wait for consistency. I believe the patterns, I believe the actions, and I believe how a person shows up the first time. A person should have known better than playing in your face. The moment somebody plays in my face, honey, I'm gone. I'm not coming back anytime. Always trust your intuition. If something feels off, observe their behavior and then adjust your access to the person accordingly. Your intuition always thinks before your heart wants to accept it. Rule number 4, I'd rather be alone than be surrounded by the wrong people. I have no problem going on walks alone, going to coffee shops alone, as long as that means that I don't have people around me that are fake or drain my energy. Being alone doesn't scare me. What scares me is being surrounded by the wrong people who drain my energy, who after I meet them, I feel so drained that I have to recover the entire next day from them. Friendships that feel so heavy and exhausting, connections that cost me my peace. That's what truly scares me. So before I let a person into my life for good and call them a friend or call them a person that I would want to be hanging out with, I will make sure that this is a good person for me, that makes me more alive, more energetic, more positive, and not depressed, sad, drained, or anything else like that. Rule number 5, I learned how to say no. For me, it was really uncomfortable at first to say no. I did have the people pleasing tendencies. What is if this person will get mad at me if I say no? But you always need to do how your heart feels like. If you don't feel like going out and your friend really wants to go out, you need to be able to say no. No is a full sentence. You always need to prioritize your own needs than the needs of another person. Trust me, 90% of the people, even though they tend to be people pleasers, always look out for themselves. You need to look out for yourself before you look out for other people. I used to place other people above my own needs, but nowadays I don't have a problem saying no when I don't feel like going out, when I feel like doing something completely different. Every time you say yes when you actually want to say no, you simply abandon yourself and you show that you are not your first priority and that you don't love yourself, but you rather prioritize the needs and wishes of the other person. So, yes, I will say no to plans that don't excite me. I will say no meeting people that I don't want to meet. I will say no to people who cross my boundaries. And yes, I will say no to not explaining myself. Number 6, my energy is a privilege, and therefore I will observe the behavior of certain people and look at their intentions. If somebody claims to have good intentions, that they wanted to do it but they didn't do it, trust me, they don't give a fuck about you. If somebody is confused, they will show it to you. If somebody values you and your time, they will also show it. Clarity isn't something you beg for. It's what people demonstrate to you. A person can demonstrate to you that they respect your time, that they understand that you have a certain schedule and they just can text you spontaneously whenever they want. But a person can also show you that they don't respect your schedule, that they don't respect your time, that they just want to meet you because it benefits them. So, no, I will not use clarity. I will simply let the behavior speak for them. The moment you find yourself in a situations where you're confused about something, where you're overthinking about a certain guy, that should be your first bell, ding, 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 that shit, this person doesn't care, because if they would care, it would never make you confused to begin with. Last but not least, I reduced gossiping. Of course, here and there, we all love the tea, we all want to know something. But honestly, for me, I just love to hear the tea from my friends or if I give them the tea. I don't care to hear the tea about other people. Why would I care what other people are doing with their life? If you're meeting up with your friend, you better discuss your goals, your plans, your vision for your life instead of talking to them. Oh, but what was Maria up to last Friday? Who the fuck cares? Stop bonding over drama and stop entertaining conversations about people who are not even in the room with you to begin with. That's so embarrassing. I mean, why would you use your precious time talking, discussing, dissecting about someone who isn't even physically present with you? If you have somebody in your life, a friendship, where you only gossip and you don't do anything else, really think if this is a good investment of your time to keep that friendship. Absolutely no value from it. Gossip keeps you small and gossip declines your growth. What I love the most is having interesting conversations, conversations that inspire me, conversations where I can take actions from them. If you just gossip with people, especially if you talk negatively about certain people, it just makes you look ugly. Whatever you have on the inside, that's how you come across. Of course, you might have a person in your life that you don't necessarily like, right? But sometimes you just want to put your frustrations out. You spend your time 90% just talking shit about other people. Don't wonder if you look the part. Don't wonder if you look like a trash can. What do you have inside? Only trash, only ugliness. You look like what you have inside of you. Period. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed my video. I hope that you also will apply these rules in the year of the horse, and I wish you to have best, blessed, most grateful, fucking amazing year ever. Bye.